Okay.
Hello.
I didn't make my bed.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I didn't close my closet either.
Welcome
We were
back.
a little rushed today.
Yes, we were. And we're still 10 minutes late, but that's fine. Welcome back to Ace Attorney in Real Time, the show where we play all of the Ace Attorney cases on the days that they happened. This is February 9th, which is Bridge to the Turnabout, where it's trial day, first trial, a Bridge to the Turnabout. My name is Francisca von Karma. And I made this in like it took longer than 5 minutes. We made this.
I made that.
You made the crochet.
I also made this
also
like
made all of it, but
few
that was
years
a while
ago.
ago. And I made this gem out of real gem, and it's not paper. Anyway, and also it's really off center.
Also a little tall, but that was my fault for how I made it the first time.
Yeah. I'm going to blame you for that, because I never do anything wrong. I'm Francisca von Karma. Okay.
I mean, we could, whatever.
All right. Are you ready to...
Yeah, I am.
I guess I'll shut your door.
Oh, yes.
Alright.
Did you do your eyebrows? They look really strong.
I did do my eyebrows, because Francisca has really strong eyebrows.
All right.
Alright, let's get into it. Today is the day. It's trial day. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I am too.
I love...
Twice here.
Yeah,
Hello.
Bridge to the Turnabout.
Oh,
All
let's
right.
move this up again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's volume's way down.
Oh my, Mr. Lorice feels that way about me?
Apparently, he isn't aware of your real secret at all. This is no time to be embarrassed.
I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing.
Worry not. And in any case, whatever it was that he saw on the night of the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him.
Does that mean Mr. Lorice is the witness today?
No. I believe that none will be the first to take the stand.
Sister Bikini.
She claims to have seen the very instant in which you carried out the crime. I just want to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Dunham, correct?
That is correct. It wasn't me.
Very well then.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Sorry.
Yes?
you are a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed...
Don't worry. I've made the necessary arrangements.
I see.
Iris, it is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I am a defense attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people, and believe until the bitter end. That's what my friend told me once.
Mr. Edgeworth,
I simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself whether or not I am fit to do the task I have been entrusted.
very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands.
I'm already hot.
Oh, you're hot. I'm
I don't
wearing
know why
like
I'm so hot.
It's
because
three layers.
Because I ran around so much doing things.
Yeah.
Why is there no one at the prosecutor's bench?
God damn it, did she get shot again?
Oh my god. Court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of Azakura Temple.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The defense does indeed appear to be ready. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case.
Indeed.
I'm not sure I like such a blatant waste of this court's time. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean that the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. It would seem this case is already over before it had a chance to begin. I am ready to announce my verdict at this time. The court finds the defendant...
Oh, I didn't bring my whip!
Oh, you're right, you do have one!
I do have a whip.
Sorry, Francisca has to get her whip first. Oh no. Why don't you do your lines? He has a whip to be Francisca.
It was in my closet. The prosecution stands ready. I have a whip for the I've been wanting to do a Francisca cosplay. I went to Spirit Halloween one time and it was like, oh, they have a whip, I'll get it.
And you are...
Francisca von Karma, prosecuting prodigy.
And the whip's name?
The whip's name is... Stephanie.
All right. Von Karma, you say. Perchance you wouldn't be of any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma?
Legends are a thing of the past. I am a von Karma, that is all. Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purposes of prosecuting this case.
You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? By the way, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before. Or am I just imagining things? You look very much like a prosecutor I met once.
I believe you are imagining things, Your Honor.
Am I thinking of Von Karma because he had a cravat?
Yes.
Miss Von Karma, do you have anything to say?
There is no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor's office.
Press the button, Francis.
Oh, and
Here.
I forgot my gloves,
Do you want me
too.
to take the mouse so that you can have the whip?
Yeah. I told you, there is no such weakling.
Oh, what is that? A whip! I am not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom. Bailiff, remove that whip and...
I have no objection to the whip. I like it.
You don't?
Me and Stephanie go way back. The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. But there is still only one truth.
I love fucking it.
That is what I said here to stand here to prove today. What did you say?
I said I love Edgeworth.
Okay.
I'm glad Edgeworth is completely fine with the whip.
Yes.
I don't even know. This is really not, I don't think it adds anything.
Okay, here.
This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. I had expected to face Phoenix right here today. But looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingers.
I see you brought your flair for the histrionic.
Allow me to add to the things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court.
The stage is set. Now continue with the proceedings, Your Honor.
Can I...
Damn. Very well, Miss Von Karma. Please give an outline of this case. With as little whipping as possible.
I'll try my best. The murder victim is the famed picture book author Miss Elise Donim. Her body was found in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue.
The sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? Very well. The court accepts this photo of the crime scene.
There is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to her crime.
Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand.
And so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney.
You don't know it's your last, Edgeworth.
It is. Oh. Oh no.
Witness, state your name and occupation, please.
Hold on here. I'm not sure about being not sure if I care for this at all. Witness, please stand up nice and straight. Oh.
If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for our back pain plagued witness.
Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please.
Defendant's fresh milk.
Once again, your name and occupation, please.
Little old me? Well, I'm the head nun of Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got it? Bikini. Nice to meet everyone. But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now.
The courtroom is the garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave this sanctuary at once.
You want me to leave? No need to get your bikinis in a twist. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in summer.
In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question.
That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that. Let us hear what you have to say, then. First, tell us about your own movements that night, eh?
You need to do Canadian when he does Canadian.
Eh.
No, it's in a boot. But you
I
need to
didn't
pronounce
read it.
Like Canadian.
Tell us about the thing.
I don't know how to do.
About the thing.
I don't know.
That night I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up. Violently. So, I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. There's no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I needed a long, hot soak.
What if she's not that short and her back just go... just go back from where her sprite is? like a little snaky snake.
It was after I had finished, just as I was heading back. That's when I saw it. So it was simply coincidence that you found yourself returning to Hazakura Temple. Yes, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple.
That sounds like a pretty important statement she just made.
There is only one problem with this testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first hurdle, now are you, Miles Edgeworth?
So you know what the problem is, Francisca? Mr. Edgeworth, please begin your cross-examination.
Yes. Helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple. Back. Left Iris to help the acolyte.
Yeah, press that, because Iris said that she was not there.
You left Iris to help? With what?
What do you think? The acolyte's training, of course. It was just past 10 p.m., so we were starting to enter the training exercises proper. Wasn't it your place to remain with the disciple? Well, the job is simply to watch over the acolyte so they don't pass away.
Just to confirm this point again, that night, you met Iris in the inner temple, correct?
Yes. She's a gentle, honest girl. She's never once failed to follow my directions. There's no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I needed a long, hot soak.
So do we have Iris?
Yeah, did Iris give us her, statement or something?
Iris'
yes.
testimony.
Then was in her room, yeah. Yeah, that's wrong, Bikini.
Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all.
Well, don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all, the head honcho of Hazakura Temple.
In that case, Miss Honcho,
It's not
I'd
my
like
name.
you to explain something for me. Well, your name is just Bikini, so...
Do you have a problem with saying that word?
No, I'm normal. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all.
No! She said that?
A defendant or a witness? Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose?
Error, Francisco.
The defendant is simply lying to cover her back.
But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi.
True. But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie. She does indeed have honest eyes.
All people lie. That is my belief.
I know that's not what Canadian people sound like, by the way. Why am I the only one in here?
She can reach pretty far if she's whipping the judge.
Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie. Which means... That's exactly how we sound. Alright. Which means... we must call your memory into question. Dear, you're older than me, and yet you want to play that game, do you? Well, that isn't exactly what My memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter. Then, I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you are going to question the memory of this witness, you will need to show me a more decisive piece of evidence.
Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that alone would do the trick.
Then please add your comments about Iris to the testimony, and let us return to the cross-examination. Okay.
Iris came to the inner temple. She was dressed exactly as she had been at dinner.
She gave her thing to Phoenix, though.
Yeah, before the lights out bell. That's such a weird thing to say specifically. Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon warding hood, correct?
Of course! That is a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Wait a minute.
Hold it right there. Why do you have that?
That's the question of the day now, is it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night, before the lights out bell was rung.
What?
You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, then the Iris she saw should have been missing this very hood.
Well!
It's not a bad feeling at all, exposing contradictions like this. Oh, I understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it.
But I will not smile.
I will not smile, I refuse.
Whoa!
Sister!
It's really fun to do that.
Great.
This hood, you have spare ones around the temple, don't you?
Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them. I see. A stockpile. A surplus of hoods, eh? Each nun is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owned. Then it is quite strange. Whoa!
If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. There is no contradiction here.
I'm sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart.
My heart is not human.
Seeds of doubt.
It's...
Wait, what?
It's a moose.
Oh my god! He's the moose in a body of a man!
Oh, my brain is human. Well, I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt. You must give every detail with precision. I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this.
Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on your way back to the inner temple.
Those seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit.
You're gonna poke his heart?
Contradictory stimulation.
Okay, Edgeworth. I finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the inner temple. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look, and Iris was... Oh, Mystic Elise! And with that sword of all things! Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room which faces out onto the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window. And then Iris jumped out of the window?
She ran around.
You saw truly terrible things, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in two in court, and me seeing it all from this very chair. Something like that.
This judge, his imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe.
Yeah, I said something like that.
I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Anyway, this case is mine, Miles Edgeworth.
Calling everyone by their full name. Can't you do something about that habit of yours?
I'm not going to call people by a nickname. That would be wrong, and I'm always right. I call you by your true name that's on your legal documents.
I finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the inner temple.
I thought you cared about the law, Edgeworth.
Oh my god.
I heard a noise from the courtyard. You wanna, say more specifically?
Yeah.
This is the second time that the witness has testified to seeing the defendant. But some doubt remains in these claims.
Hey, just what does that mean? Just because you're a good-looking young man doesn't give you the right to...
Doubt you? The murderer who stabbed the victim with the sword. Sister Bikini, try to recall exactly who it was you saw, as clearly as you can.
Well, you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you.
Yeah.
Oh, now that you mention it, there was something awfully strange about her. Something that has been bugging me all this time.
Please don't keep us in suspense.
Her hood!
Her hood?
That's right. It's coming back to me. Iris, she wasn't wearing her hood! I thought something was out of place, but it all makes sense now, doesn't it? After all, she'd given that hood away to someone, right?
Ugh.
Huh. You've dug your own grave, Miles Edgeworth.
What do you say, Miles Edgeworth? Is this testimony important?
It's...
I mean, it's really not good for us.
It's really not good for us. Protects from evil spirits.
You can't murder while you're wearing that hood.
But she wasn't wearing the hood.
Exactly. What else do we have? She wasn't wearing her hood. That's all?
I don't
think this is important.
It's not, no. This line of questioning is only going to tear the wound open further. These statements are as useless as the investigations of a certain detective.
All right, Edgeworth.
There is no need to record them.
Very well. Please continue with your testimony.
Stay in the corner. Face that into the court.
Oh yeah, so why do you think that? Why do you think she pushed her? No, why do you think she pushed her?
What makes you so sure of all this?
It's just like I told you earlier. I heard a noise from the courtyard, okay? A thump! Just like that.
You're one smart sister, I'll give you that.
Thank you.
The autopsy report states that the victim's body was covered in bruises, indicating a fall from around 10 feet in height.
It appears that the witness was not mistaken then. Yep. I'm more than just a pretty face, especially in winter. I'm a woman of faith, after all, the head honcho of Hazakura Temple.
There's only 2 of them working there.
Okay, but I'm the oldest.
What's wrong, Miles Edgeworth? No snappy comeback remark?
It doesn't feel like she's lying. This is very powerful testimony, too. She claims to have seen the instant in which the defendant stabbed the victim. There are only 2 things I can believe in right now. My client, Iris, and my own abilities as a defense attorney. I'm such a good defense attorney. Round 11. That might be important. I don't know.
Wait, when did she die?
Where's the,
Her autopsy report? It must be that.
Body fell 10 feet after death!
Wait. Yeah, go. Yeah.
After she was pushed out the window.
Yeah.
No. After death. Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say, anyway. That's what I'd like to say.
Oh, please do! My brain is something else, especially in winter.
However, I think you are overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report?
The autopsy report?
The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed.
That's right! It says after death right here!
The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall?
Ah!
Order! The victim was killed and then fell. If that is the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room. Don't you agree?
That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room. And she was then thrown out of her window down to the courtyard below.
Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Donim's room? She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a blood stain, wouldn't you agree?
Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood? Whoa!
No traces of blood were found in the victim's room.
Your whip has just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard. However, if there was no blood in the room, then your claim... Oh!
I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this, as I'm sure Your Honor is well aware of when a stab wound produces the most blood.
When it produces the most blood.
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed.
Indeed. With the weapon still in place, it acts like a lid on the wound.
That's true. With the weapon still in the booty, there wouldn't be much bleeding. A perfectly reasonable line of thinking. I feel like I'm going a little Dracula.
You're going Dracula.
We have come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place.
Okay.
This removes all of the contradictions.
What about where? But the sword was in the courtyard, though.
Bikini says she saw her stabbing her.
Order! I must admit that this is a probable version of events.
I'd expect no less from Franziska von Karma. She locates and takes control of every vital point.
She monitors the vitals of the me. I don't know.
Of the me?
That makes sense. Oh, it seems It seems that we need a clearer testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the facts, please.
Why'd you fall?
I jumped down. Witness, please remain standing on the crate. Don't go selling me short now. The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape, especially my back and my mood.
Sister, please give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are finished here.
With the whip?
Oh, boy. All right, all right.
I'm a licensed masseuse.
When I looked across at the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mr. Gillis. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I awoke, Mr. Ami was stabbing Mr. Gillis through the back. This all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory.
Von Karma strive for nothing but perfection.
Okay, so... wait.
Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Edgeworth.
Perfection is an impossibility, Francisca Von Karma. And I'm here to teach you just that. Like she hasn't been taught enough. The sword was already
Okay,
in
sure.
place. I didn't actually see her stab Miss
All right.
I've never seen so much blood before.
Well, let's look at that. Let's look at the picture of... Probably that's right, but...
Of like the crime photo. Yeah, there's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
There could be more blood.
There could be more, but it's still a lot. Press this, because this, like, you didn't see Iris do the crime?
Think carefully. This is very important.
It's Iris we're talking about here. I'm thinking for all I'm worth. No, when I looked over, the sword was already in Mr. Gillis's body.
It might not be conclusive, but this testimony supports her theory.
The victim was stabbed in her room and then dropped into the courtyard. I think this proves it rather well, Miles Edgeworth.
Okay. Oh, what she says at the end that Mystic Ami is stabbing her. That's something worth pressing, I think.
By Mystic Ami, you are referring to the golden statue, correct?
Just stabbing someone with the Shichishito, a sacred treasure, is terrible enough. But to then make Mystic Ami hold the blade!
Truly, a heinous, despicable crime.
It is easy to despise something. Anyone can do it.
What?
However, there is something that cannot be done so easily.
The
Love.
truth.
Whatever it is, I'm sure it's doubly hard for you. Anyway, what's the problem?
Exactly why would the killer set up this gruesome scene?
Good question.
Can anyone explain the reasoning behind that?
No, I don't think I can.
There isn't always a logical reason behind why someone acts.
Okay. That's true, so true. In early spring, for example, I often find myself...
There isn't always. That phrase might come in handy someday.
What?
There are too many unnatural elements in this
I feel like
case.
that translates better in Japanese, or that makes
Why
some more
was it
sense.
necessary to use the Shichishito from the Ami statue as a weapon?
Yes, very good question.
Why was the weapon ultimately placed back in the hand of the statue?
Also, good question.
If I can expose the flaws in this testimony, perhaps then I will begin to find the truth. The sword was already in place. Didn't actually see her stab Mr. Gillis. Let's look at some of our evidence.
Yeah. So,
The victim's blood and the suspect's fingerprints.
right. What are the other pictures that we have? Because it doesn't really... Because there's... What's that? Oh, it's a map. Okay.
That's the photo of Elise. There she is.
Um.
Let's also look at loss of blood from a stab in the back.
Okay.
So yeah. Rang the lights at bell at 10 and was in her room. Regional.
Yeah, rather.
Bangs.
Yeah, probably we need to press some more things.
Yeah.
So what? Did we press the first statement? Press this.
I think you.
Okay.
At
this
that time, was the victim bleeding?
Well, I was very shocked to be seeing all this, of course, so I'm not entirely sure. But I don't think I saw any blood, not then.
I'm sure that you didn't. The weapon was acting as a plug in the wound.
In any case, let's be clear on one very important point. Did you actually see the instant in which the victim was stabbed?
Okay.
I didn't actually see your stab, Mr. Galise.
I'm
just gonna press everything.
because you said there wasn't any.
So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood?
That's right. Some of it had splattered onto Iris too.
When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, and her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner.
What? Her clothes were blood-flecked as well.
Okay, well, yeah, that's important. That seems quite conclusive to me.
What should I do? Press this point further?
Yeah.
Sure. She went to the blood thing before. Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw little bleeding when the victim was stabbed. But now you say you saw the victim bleeding?
Well, I say that what I saw is what I saw. What did you see? Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her, plain as day.
Pulling the sword out?
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling. It was more like it came out. Witness, you will add this statement to your testimony. Oh, was that important?
More important than you can imagine.
I saw the instant in which the blade plunged into the hilt was smoothly drawn out.
Plunged in to the hill.
Also would be hard to do with that sword.
Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least, I'd like to think so. But there are too many contradictions here.
What do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you.
Yes, of course you will.
What contradictions are you talking about?
In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, the weapon was thrust up to its hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities.
What do you mean? Please explain.
Explain yourself!
To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough
absolutely
for that.
not.
Doesn't appear? What meaningless dribble. I too may appear to be weak and frail. But I can crush men under my heel and make them weep should I so choose.
Okay, but Iris is Iris. The objection stands. I wept a little back there, I must admit.
That isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at all the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly. We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in a body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
That's nothing more than conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with a shichi-shito. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly and may still sometimes stop the blood loss.
Okay.
I'm not finished. There is still one more conclusive contradiction.
You've still got more.
This one is simple. If this sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, Why is there only blood on the tip of it?
Ah!
If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword.
No!
Order! War!
Bravo, Miles Edgeworth. Raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could maybe manage one, if that.
Just proves that he's fuck. What does this all mean?
Well, it just proves that Miles is a skilled attorney.
He's a prosecutor. He is better than all the defense attorneys.
Prosecutors are better than
They're
just better.
They're just better. You have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but
Having come this far, there can only be one answer.
And that is...
The weapon used to kill the victim was not the Shichishito.
what?
A foolishly foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy foolish fool.
Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think this sword was the murder weapon?
Well, it's because Mystic Ami was holding it.
Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have
It was
to assume
inside
such a
her,
thing.
is what I was also going to say. It wasn't just that it was in
left
the...
by the scene was just too strong. That is what influenced us. It influenced us to believe that the Shichishito was the murder weapon.
Order! Oh!
So maybe the Shichishito was not the murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object.
That's true. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, she didn't see that. She saw her pull the blade out, technically, but if that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises.
The obvious question?
Yes. Namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to? It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us to as if a sword-like object was found.
That's...
Answer the question, Miss Von Karma.
No evidence of that kind was found.
Another mystery to throw onto the pile. A trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast. Excuse me, could I say something? I just remembered something, actually.
What is it, sister?
I was just thinking, it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was, it was just over there. Well, what exactly are you going on about here? The murder weapon, I mean. Maybe, I think I might know where the sword was disposed of.
You what?
Well then, I think we need to hear testimony from you one more time, sister.
Impossible! What else? What else could this old woman have seen? She doesn't look that old.
She's not that old.
How old is she?
Late 40s,
we
early
know-
50s, I think.
Do we know how old she is?
I think so.
She's
yeah.
48. She's
Uh-huh.
not an old woman.
Oh, our mom is almost that old.
Yeah. She's not an old woman.
No.
Do you want to say your testimony?
Oh, so I saw the murder around 11 p.m., and after asking it to be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there, I saw tracks! Tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all. Witness, please, tell us everything you know right away next time. Well, I'm not in the best of shape. What with my back and my age, you know. I'm so old.
Quite. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate. Here is a photograph.
Yeah, that's them. A snowmobile, eh? I see. Well, it is certainly an interesting theory.
The tracks begin in front of Hazakura Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge.
Okay, yeah.
That solves your pesky little problem, yes? The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter, making it the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon.
Did she really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon?
I've been, thinking about... Because I know what actually happens in this case, and I've been thinking about it a little since we've been playing it. And I feel like... I go to really minute details when I think about that kind of thing, because they don't explore all those details. I think a lot of the, like, well, how did this, what did they do about this, could probably be solved in this case by, well, they threw it into Eagle River.
It's a really good
Yeah. I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. And after asking that it be reported, I went to the main gate. And there, I saw tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used.
So, snow tracks. So let's look at the...
So it was snowing.
Yeah, it was snowing from 7 to approximately 10:50.
Okay.
Lightning, 10 to approximately 11 p.m.
Okay.
Lightning struck Dusky Bridge. Yeah, okay. So it was snowing. So it makes sense that after the crime, because
Yeah.
it wasn't snowing after the murder.
Uh-huh.
And so if she, took the snowmobile, the tracks wouldn't have been covered up after the
Right.
murder.
I think that all makes sense.
15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge.
We probably need to press some things.
Yeah, let's just press all.
All right, sure.
And if we get an idea. As I recall, there was a snowmobile outside the main gate when I visited.
That's it. That's the only one we have. It'll run no matter how much snow falls.
Now, you're certain the snowmobile was there at the main gate when you arrived?
Yes, of course. It was parked in front of the gate.
So, she had already gone, discarded the murder weapon, and returned it by that time?
I'm not sure if this is really relevant. What should I do? Press further. I need answers to every possible doubt. The snowmobile in question, was it still warm at that time?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, eh?
What do you mean, Miles Edgeworth?
I'm playing to a slow crowd here. It goes without saying that using a snowmobile will heat its engine. If it was still warm, then it means it was recently used.
Oh, I see. I never thought of that. That's right. I overlooked that too.
Of course you did.
Then
lost
answer the
Bikini's
question,
voice a little
please,
bit.
witness.
I don't often go around touching hot engines. However, now that you mention it, there wasn't any snow on it. Snow? Yes, for some reason, only the snowmobile wasn't covered in snow.
There wasn't any snow on it. Curses.
It seems highly likely that the killer did use the snowmobile then, eh?
How long does it take to get to Dusky Bridge by snowmobile?
15 minutes. Tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. Mm-hmm. It was after asking that it be reported. You went on to... So yeah, that's after 11.
Yeah.
In that case, why didn't you use it yourself? You could have spared yourself some walking.
Ah, there's a reason for that. Have we got a moment for me to explain? I think that's why the question was asked in the first place. It was about a month ago. I was driving my beloved little snowmobile, happy as can be. I'd fetched some water and was heading back when I went and crashed into a tree. The tree and my back both went crunch, just like that. Crunch. Crunch. I haven't been able to find the courage to ride anything since then. Anyway, the killer must have used it. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out.
Refresh our memory. How long were you knocked out for?
Like I said, somewhere between 10 to 20 minutes.
It's possible to get to the bridge and back in 10 minutes using the snowmobile.
I have to concede that is more than enough time.
Is that all you can wish? Is that all you wish to concede, Miles Edgeworth?
Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all.
While it would have been possible time-wise, one element remains out of place here.
Oh, and what would this mystery element be?
The killer's reasoning, Your Honor. Why did the killer do all of this? Why go to Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon when there are other methods?
Too many unanswered questions. Your response, Miss Von Karma? Whoa!
Turning to me for help over the slightest thing. Why don't you think for yourself once in a while, Your Honor?
What?
She's as over the top as always.
Anyway, whatever the reason, the fact remains that the defendant could have done this. The murder weapon was disposed of in the river. Another point to me, Miles Edgeworth.
Okay.
Another mystery to feed the fire. Was there any reason to go and throw away the murder weapon? Luckily, there is surely a problem with this testimony.
Okay.
Poking holes in this flawed account.
Yeah, it's gotta be something about the snowmobile. So, I saw the murder.
Around 11 p.m.
That's the main gate.
Track. The snowmobile have been used.
You pressed this, right?
Let's
Let's make sure.
There was snowmobile, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, there's only one set of tracks? Okay, yeah, it's this again. Yeah. Nothing else here, just go through it. I guess you are, sorry. I would do it faster.
Wasn't any snow on it. So it
So
had been
it was used, clearly. But there was only one thing of tracks, even though it was back in the same place, which I believe means that
Do we have the...
they were riding it while it was still snowing, and then when they were coming back...
Yeah. Where do we... I'm worried we're too far ahead.
No, I think that must be
Okay.
it.
And came through into
It's
the river
something
and
about
came
that.
back while I was knocked out. I'm going to save and try
Yeah.
it on this that
This
says
one?
they went there and back while I was knocked out.
Yeah, okay, sure. Is that really it?
I
Damn.
admit this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder.
I'm not sure I would have gotten that if I hadn't played this case before.
You finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, Miles Edgeworth.
However, if what the witness says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks?
Oh, what do you mean?
Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be two sets of tracks in the snow. Those from heading out to the bridge and those from coming back.
Ah, you're right!
You are forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth. On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction now, doesn't it?
I see. Well, she was at the river, the snow stopped, leaving just the return tracks in the snow.
What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth?
Is there a flaw in her theory?
Yes.
This idea that the snowfall covered one set of tracks. There is a contradiction. The tracks to the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible.
Would you care to explain? Why there is a rude index finger currently pointed in my general direction.
No need. The evidence will do all of the talking for me.
On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge in order to dispose of the murder weapon. The outgoing tracks were erased by snow, or so claims Mr. Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, present your evidence to the contrary, eh? Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow. The weather report.
Or is it on this page?
Yeah.
Weather data. It wasn't snowing at that point. Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
Like I said, it was around 11.
Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. It is the weather report for Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder.
Weather report.
Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped at around 10:50. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up.
Ah, God!
Order! Very well, then. It looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in. Ah!
It's too soon to be closing this trial due to snow. Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. Answer me this then. Has the weather reporter ever been wrong? When is a weather report ever correct?
Oh my god, that's really what she said.
No. You've got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast. This is actual data. Oh, no!
Forecast data. All weather reports have some inaccuracies. It may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m.
It's true. We cannot be totally sure, eh?
What? How did she pull that off?
It had stopped snowing at Hazakura Temple when the murder took place. You need to provide conclusive evidence of this.
I've come this far. There's no turning back now. Very well. I, too, cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony.
Huh. You can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Miles Edgeworth.
You are one to talk.
Very well, then, Mr. Edgeworth. Where is your evidence that it had already stopped snowing when the victim was killed? Oh, is there snow on her body?
Yeah, that's a photo of Elise. This is a crime photo.
Yeah, there's no snow on her body.
Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed.
That's right. But proving that is
incredibly easy. If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I am referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow, with just one exception.
And that is
the victim herself, Miss Elise Jonin. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed. That's why. In other words, if the killer really did go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph there should be 2 sets of tracks.
Ah!
Order! What are you? Yeah!
Just what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself. But, this is simply what all of the facts point to. That night, someone used the snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing.
Of course it was, because those tracks were erased by the snow.
Then, when this person returned to Hazakura Temple, the snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained.
Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me.
What does, sister?
There is only one key for the snowmobile.
Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder.
Which can only mean that night, Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple.
But Iris said that she never went there. I should probably press on this point some more when I get the chance.
Oh boy.
I need some water.
Yeah, me too.
Take a quick...
We're gonna take a quick break.
We're gonna get some water and be right
Stretch
back.
my legs also.
Yeah. I'm quite happy with my makeshift Francisca cosplay.
Yeah, it's great.
Alright. You ready to keep going?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know if you're gonna eat those near me.
These aren't the regular ones. These are
Okay.
the cheese ones.
Okay.
The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge. So she must have left it on the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot.
That sounds right.
Sorry, I'll wait for a better...
Maybe when Larry's the witness.
Yeah, but what's odd is, when I left Iris and returned to Hazakura Temple...
If that even is this trial.
I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge. It is.
You must have just
Oh,
failed
Batman
to
wants
see
in.
it, sister.
It's
He
because
wants
you
my
have the
chips.
chips. Come in. He's not gonna like it when I...
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Can You want to sit? Actually, no, I'm not gonna invite you to sit on my lap.
You must have just failed to see it, sister.
But when I made it back to Hazakura Temple, it was there by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too.
But that isn't possible. Stop eating the chips.
What does this all mean?
So then what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. If it had been, then the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should be 2 sets of tracks in this photo. All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple. I never thought a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble.
I think we've learned all we can from this witness.
Put the chip down.
Yes, I've nothing more to add. I've told you everything that I know. But then, that still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, a witness, who could testify to having seen the snowmobile.
A witness, huh?
Was there no one out walking perhaps near Dusky Bridge that night? I don't think that's likely. It was cold enough to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering in that. Unless they had something really important to do. That's a shame.
Hold on. Something is coming to me. An idiot may well have gone wandering out on that subarctic night. Your Honor, actually, there just might be one individual who may be of help to us.
Really?
You know of someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder?
I don't know for sure if he saw it or not, but there are 2 things about him that do come to mind.
Which are?
Stupid. Ugly. First, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder.
Yeah, we really need to figure out what that is.
And the second being?
This individual that I'm thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot.
Mr. Edgeworth, who is that idiot you're talking about?
It's Larry.
This guy must be a product of Jean-Luc Deladuc's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting.
This is Larry Butts, a disciple of the victim, Elise Donim. You have more lines.
And why was he wandering about on side of the night on the murder?
Great. That's... I could tell them all about his designs for Iris.
What?
But it may cost us his credibility as a witness before I even call him. Well, maybe that's a good thing, because he shouldn't be considered a credible witness. He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him.
Like a snowmobile.
Although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason.
And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man, what exactly was it that he saw?
I intend to extract that from him right here in this courtroom.
Summon this youth as a witness immediately!
I
Stop
have no
trying to find the
choice,
crumbs.
do I?
My dog is right here trying to find crumbs.
We don't have the judge. We never have the judge in our profiles because he's not really important. But I was like, do we have like an age for the judge?
He's older than Bikini.
I believe he is in the gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him.
Very well.
Seems like maybe a bad thing that the witness has just been watching the whole trial. I feel like maybe that's like, not what you want.
Mm.
You may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you.
I quit when I was done for the 20-minute break.
You need to stop eating the chips.
I thought I was done. Miss Von Karma, please see to preparing the next witness.
Understood, Your Honor.
Good. Well then, court is now in recess.
So I can eat all the chips I want. Oh, I guess we could have waited for this to go get water, but... Doesn't make a difference, we're carrying on. Oh, and we have investigation today too, what a joy.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm not really sure what to say.
Iris, we only have 20 minutes. There are 2 things which I need to ask you before we reconvene.
All right, I'll help you in any way I can.
First, about that night. You really didn't go to the inner temple, correct? The last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying.
Mr. Edgeworth, it is just as I said yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room in Hazakura Temple.
Very well. The second thing, then. That night, the temple snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder. Sometime between 10:30 and 11 p.m. that night. Were you the one who used the snowmobile?
There is only one key for the snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me.
So it was you. But why? What made you go out to Dusky Bridge?
I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth.
Man, I love this case.
Iris.
I can't tell you about that yet.
Yet?
Not until her safety is confirmed.
Her?
The safety of the acolyte.
The acolyte, huh? She must be talking about Maya. Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elise Donim?
No matter who or what may come, I could never take a life.
As I thought. No psycholocks. Very well. It is my job to get to the truth and to do a little sneeze real quick. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough.
What did he say?
I gotta get to the truth.
Okay.
That's my job as a defense attorney. No.
Court will now reconvene. Miss Von Karma, where is the witness?
During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery.
What was he doing?
Suspicious behavior?
He was sketching something, very intensely.
Dare I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained?
He drew a terrifying woman armed with a demonic face and a vicious whip.
I can only presume that his intention was to capture you. Oh!
Sorry, Batman.
He needs to go. Here, let me take the crumble out of the room.
Yeah, Babby, follow the chip crumbs.
Follow the smell of the chip crumb.
Follow the smell of the chip crumbs. He's not leaving. Needs to be.
Anyway, it's time to drag this pathetic excuse for an artist before the court. Larry Stoneham, I hope you're ready. Get in here.
It would seem that whip is going to see plenty more use today. Aye!
So,
Ouch!
Your sketch is in contempt of this court.
what?
Hey! It was just artistically... Ow!
You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand you your subpoena, correct?
Look, I'm nothing but a fledgling artist training out in the mountains. I'm only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Well, they use the technical term for the color, viridian. Larry, this isn't an art store now, is it? I know, I graduated junior high, okay? Look, art is all about working in the fields, isn't it?
Working in the fields.
I'm gonna need a lot more water. I presume he wanted to say field work, I hope. That's it! Thanks, buddy! It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence.
That's not sad, it just means you know him.
I hate knowing him. I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model. So see, I've got nothing to do with this trial. At all. I expect all of your faces to be red when you realize this mistake. Bright red. Or, to use the technical term, Crimson Lake.
Crimson Lake?
Stop your pathetic blabbing and testify like a man.
Refrain from whipping me, Miss Valkarma. Cross-whipping is as bad as cross-check. Oh! Witness! That was all your fault! Testify now!
This is too much for me. Okay. So, I was at that lodge out in the mountains, looking up at the stars that night.
I'll be back.
I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either. The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now. Aren't I? Witness, please refrain from talking directly to the lawyers during your testimony. I'm just a nobody. Nothing but a small, worthless man, aren't I? Why wasn't I asked for my name and occupation? Or anything else?
Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex.
He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents.
What did he do?
I think he's finally realized for himself just how much of a nuisance he has been to other people.
I guess he did a few things.
Yeah, that's right. I'm behind everything. Every case. Watch out, okay? Just touching me will make you eternally unhappy.
Well, then let us proceed with the cross-examination. With no touching, thank you.
Don't worry, I don't think that anyone will be lining up to touch this man for a long time.
We can delve into other details at a later time.
I was at that lodge out in the mountains, looking up at the stars that night. Walked to the bridge a number of times.
But
I didn't see a snowmobile.
why is he stuttering there? Press this.
Larry, you really didn't see it? Hey, you don't need to hit your desk. I can hear you. I didn't see it. I didn't see a snowmobile. Larry, say snowmobile for me, please. Snowmobile. If you truly have nothing to hide, then why are you stammering like you just flew over a cuckoo's nest? Shut up! What is this? I don't know. Don't ask me. It seems that I'll need to start from a more obvious contradiction.
Okay.
Strike the blow that will finally get him to spill the beans. Didn't see anyone at the bridge.
Yeah, you did. You saw Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Is that just a can we just present Phoenix?
From Dusky Bridge.
Yeah, he saw Phoenix.
I'm gonna save first.
Or press it at least. You can press it.
I'll press it first.
Yeah.
You didn't meet anyone? That's right, because I've got nothing to do with this. And I'm just here to buy some Viridian paint, okay? Come on, I expect to see those Crimson Lake faces now!
It would appear that simply pressing him isn't going to be enough, Mr. Edgeworth.
Indeed, it seems that he's going to claim to have nothing to do with this to the end. I don't want this guy to cost us any more time.
Alright. He saw fucking Phoenix,
Saw
obviously.
Phoenix. You didn't see anyone at the bridge that night?
You saw him, like, in a very obvious, like...
Larry Butts.
Yeah.
I can understand why you might want to throw your old life
Okay,
away.
jeez, Edgeworth.
You're pretty pathetic, and you cause all sorts of trouble. I'm sorry. But, having realized just how much of a nuisance you have been, that could be considered a step in the right direction. Edgy, are you trying to console me?
It certainly doesn't sound that way to me.
However, I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incidents you create. You're totally pinning this on me! Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder take place, asked Phoenix Wright to report it. Thus, he headed for the public phone by the bridge. There, he happened across a certain nefarious
Oh my
individual.
God.
You, Larry Butts.
Nefarious?
That's right. Me in the flesh.
You lied, man. Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents. That reality will not change.
But what do you want me to do then? Larry, what you need to change is your inner self. But for now, what you saw that night, testifying truthfully about this one issue is all I need from you. Edgy, I think I've finally woken up. Well, I guess I could still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify. Well, I'm not sure this will go especially well.
I'll ask again then, witness. What did you see on the night of the murder?
I went to the shack at around 9, so it would have been about 10:30 p.m. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. I looked out the window, and Dusky Bridge was on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick.
You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you?
So, what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire?
It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl.
What?
It totally burned out. Like, almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross the burning remains was what caused Nick to fall.
What did you say?
Oh, don't worry. It's nothing life-threatening.
She
He just
didn't
caught a
know?
cold.
Oh my god, she didn't know.
I never know with that man if he should be called lucky or unlucky.
Sorry, I just... No, Mr. Edgeworth, please commence your cross-examination.
Would have been about 10:30,
Okay.
lying under my bedding, when a white flash almost
Okay.
blinded me.
Yep.
Looked out the window, this bridge on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went to check it out.
Right away, huh? And then you saw Phoenix. So that was after 11, and you said it was 10:30. Press right away.
You said right away, but exactly how long after the strike was that? The lightning fell and then the bridge caught on fire. Maybe around 5 minutes?
Yeah.
I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta go check this out.
How far is this small shack you were in from the bridge?
Hold on. Well, it had pretty much stopped snowing. I guess about a 5-minute walk? And how did Dusky Bridge look when you got there? Like I had recovered a piece of my childhood. I mean, not even the bonfires kids make during school camping trips can compare. Well, should I press him for a little more info?
Oh. Why? Oh, either of those could be.
I mean, it's
Why
just
did
to check it out.
Yeah, why didn't you call anyone?
Larry, let me ask you one thing. What is it, Edgy? What's with the serious face? Why didn't you call anyone? Huh? What do you mean? Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, one would try and tell someone. There is a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct? Well, of course I thought of doing that.
Okay. So then let's hear why you didn't.
Yeah, okay. A reason. My reason. It isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone, I just didn't have time to, okay? I arrived at the bridge and then Nick showed up less than a minute later.
Okay. Yeah, that timeline is fucked up, but I don't know what exactly to present
You
to
claim to
show
have
that,
arrived at the bridge at the same time as Mr. Wright?
basically.
Yeah. I thought I'd better tell someone about this.
Oh, yeah?
But then Nick came up yelling about murder. It totally made me forget about the bridge.
You were standing right
The
next
fire
to?
was pretty much out by then anyway.
Right.
What's this feeling? I suddenly have a terrible case of unease and uncertainty. Am I in love with Larry Buck? It was after contacting the police that Phoenix Wright fell from the bridge, correct? Yeah, that's pretty much it, more or less. He told me about the burning bridge yesterday, but there's still something that doesn't quite fit. It looks like, despite his change of heart, Larry still isn't telling us the whole truth.
Okay, so let's look at our evidence.
Yeah.
Because clearly this is wrong. Not that. Yeah, weather data is important.
Lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45.
Okay.
And 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out, which means it wouldn't have basically been out
Right.
if he went there right
So
away.
that's something. That might be what we need to present. Let's see if there's anything else. What else has a time? Not that.
Lights
Not
out,
really
bell is
that.
10.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing more. So it is the weather report.
Okay.
But yeah, what do we...
10:30. There's still some thunder.
It's probably this.
I'm gonna save. After
almost failing
the
that last
turnabout
row.
beginnings,
Yeah.
getting down to 1 point of bar. I'm
We
a little
didn't-
bit overly cautious today.
We didn't lose, actually.
We didn't lose.
Which that might be an interesting one to lose. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the weather. Weather. No, it's that one. Sorry, they look the same.
Your very existence being a contradiction, I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not. What the hey, Edgy? You make me sound like some sort of alien. But your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is time. I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? They're terrible at those. This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge, and immediately went to see what had happened. Is this correct? Yeah, well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less.
Mm-hmm.
I have the weather data from the night of the murder here.
Mm-hmm.
According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to Dusky Bridge, meaning you probably got there at around 11 p.m. That all sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act.
Fuck you, Larry!
That is impossible. What do you mean? 11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Hazakura Temple. Thus, Wright was still there in the courtyard. There is no way that Larry could have encountered him at Dusky Bridge at that time. Excuse me, I have an objection.
You do?
Edgy, how many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry.
Oh my God.
I'm Maurice. It has not yet been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m.
Okay.
The sister only said around 11.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
In which case, it could have been earlier than that. Watch your footing there, Miss Francisca von Karma. The slope ahead is slippery. For there is still no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m. And why not? It is clearly written here in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m.
Which means, what exactly?
Wright did not see the bridge while it was being consumed by the flames that night. In fact, he did not arrive on the scene until after the flames had died down. Larry, you arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m., but Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15. I suggest you to stop hiding things and tell us the whole truth. Now then, what happened during these missing 15 minutes? I feel like I just got brutally woken up by toilet splashback.
What?
I guess I was still sleeping after all. Pinch me.
Order, 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 order!
So there was a missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix Wright. I hardly see that as much of a problem.
He lied!
Yeah, not much of a problem at all. Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes and there is a phone right next to it. Why then did you not report the accident?
Yes, witness, why didn't you? Why were you simply to watch the bridge there burn?
Thank you, Judge. And therein lies the problem. For even after the bridge had burnt out, he was still there.
Even after the burnt had bridged out.
Staring into space, bridging out. This witness didn't even attempt to fulfill his civic duty. That is what it sounds like.
That's a crime. No, it's not.
But this is Larry we're talking about, and even he is incapable of being so stupid. Which means there has to be a reason for his inaction. Edgy, I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude. Just as I thought, you've been playing with us all this time. The real Larry Butts is to reveal himself now. Listen, I'm going to tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all? Yes. I may really say it this time. Everything. Then say it.
Very well. I have a terribly bad feeling about this. However, let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth. Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness?
Okay, man. Whoa, buddy. Okay. I'm a donim. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. The shock and awe that I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page. Before I realized it, the flames had gone out and then he came running up.
I suppose artists can be strange folk.
That's right. I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch.
Great, Larry.
Including the truth from the sound of it.
That's the most important thing in the world. Mr. Edgeworth, has this removed the last of your doubts?
Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains.
And what would that be?
This is a surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? I intend to drag the reason out of him. You'll regret this, Edgy. You know, I don't want to know what I know. I'm a donut. I'm an artist. What do you think of sketching? I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. Can I see it? The burning bridge.
Can I see it? No.
The burning bridge moved you that much, did it? I find that hard to believe. You moron, Edgy, you don't understand me at all. If I see an abandoned cat, I find myself passing by it with tears in my eyes. I am a man overflowing with irresponsible kindness, and I use my irresponsible kindness to fill the pages of my notebook.
Where's my cat?
An artist using a notebook. It's so pathetic it makes me want to cry myself. I command you to go buy at least a proper sketch pad.
Oh.
What has that got to do with anything? Why are you petting a cat right now?
So warm.
I'm not sure if I care for an artist using a notebook for sketching. Proceed, witness.
He loves me.
Before I realized it, the flames go. Oh, let's just press it all. Sketching.
Okay.
Sketching the burning bridge. The burning bridge and everything that came with it.
Yeah, like what?
What came with it?
Like that? Like that right there?
You want to hear this from my lips, do you, Edgy? You'll regret this. That sketch of mine is...
Enough. Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already, witness.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean.
That does indeed to be the fastest solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
What should I do? I've got a terrible feeling that the instant this sketch is revealed, the entire world may be changed by what is depicted there.
We gotta see it.
But we must reveal the truth. Larry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch. Please? Pretty please?
Me.
Well. Even I couldn't have imagined it'd turn out like this. Imagined what? That Laurie Stonem's debut would take place here, today, like this.
Show it. Now.
Okay, but steel yourselves. This is the world of Laurie Stoneham.
Ah! Well, so this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Miss Montgomery?
Yes. Well, it's a better drawing than I expected.
Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames, I really did.
Yes, I'm sure you did.
The flames and with the thing, honestly, the kind of like reminds me of like some cool tie-dye designs I've seen.
Totally.
This is going to get ugly.
And not just because of that drawing.
No one has the courage to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. Larry, did you see a UFO? What? The burning bridge is fine.
No, he knows what it is.
But what is that unfortunate-looking figure? Ah, you spotted that? I thought you might. However much I might want to ignore it, I can't. It's Iris, of course! Iris! I wish she'd take better care of herself. We have to plan for our future, you know?
Oh my god.
What would have happened to her if she had injured herself flying like that?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Larry, please answer this next question honestly. Okay. Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames? Yep, that's what I saw. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist, a real artist. Are you?
Hi, that girl! She's really high up in this picture!
So stupid.
Yeah. Whoa! What was that for? They couldn't have Edgeworth just say, "Are you fucking high?"
Oh, I definitely can't say fucking.
Oh, yeah.
This is all a bad dream. I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory.
Apollo should be able to say fuck.
Yeah, because I swear, like, all the time. I sound too much like Larry Butts to be doing my voice right now.
Please whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theories.
I'll think about it. No.
Anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly.
Actually, there is some precedent for this.
No.
She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris.
Hey, big top reference.
She was about 30 feet above the bridge, at least. It was really something to see.
This has to be some kind of mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring this witness back down to earth. He's too high.
Me?
This witness is your friend, is he not?
Accessory to foolishness. Miles Edgeworth.
Let us get back to the cross-examination by force if necessary. Give me that.
No.
Mr. Edgeworth, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here.
Yes, Your Honor. Looks like I've got another reason to remember this moron. Well, what did you think of my debut piece?
Get that thing away from me! You take it.
Horrible sketch.
Now hurry up and cross-examine him.
I'm a tonem. I'm an artist.
Well,
I'm sketching. I saw I was flying.
her white hood, huh?
Her white hood
huh? You
fluttering.
fuck.
Just where did you see this sight from? Hey, no need to shout. When I was lying in bed in that rundown shack, the crack of the lightning bolt made me realize that the bridge was burning. I just watched it for a while from there, thinking how nicely it was burning. Then after about 5 minutes, I saw it.
The defendant flying.
That's right. That's when I decided to go to the bridge.
I see. That all makes sense. Aside from the sketch itself.
Yes, this sketch doesn't make any sense. I just need to convince the artist that his work is ludicrous.
Good luck, Edward. The
Okay.
shock and awe.
So
yeah.
The White Hood.
That-
I'm not even gonna save.
Right.
She didn't have it.
She didn't fucking have it.
Larry, what did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care.
You are asking him.
In your position, that's just being irresponsible. I drew exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole $1 if it's the truth. Or then it's the truth. If that is truly the case, then there is one thing that we can say for certain.
What might that be?
That the person who flew over the bridge could not have been the defendant, Iris. Oh, what? Well, what do you mean? I don't understand. What?
A foolhardy folly of a foolish statement by an equally foolishly foolhardy fool. How exactly can you make this claim?
Tell us, Larry. According to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw was wearing a hood, correct? Of course she was. That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. The hood is what told me that this floating angel was my Iris. The hood is my darling Iris. And Iris is my darling hood.
What?
Ah!
It seems there are bigger fools in the world than the one at the defendant's bench.
Defendants.
Defendant's bench.
Larry, there's something you need to be made aware of.
Yes.
On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now?
I feel like with this evidence here, you could make the argument that maybe Phoenix fell off the bridge twice.
Perhaps suggest it was Wright who took flight.
Oh, okay. He's saying that. Kind of.
What are
Flying
you
is
talking
different
about?
than falling, actually.
I think you understand what I mean just fine. He just did a big jump before he fell through the bridge. Why? Why did Nick have Iris's hood? What?
Oh, Larry.
Reggie! Oh, what's
my
going on with
God.
Iris and Nick? Why, you Nick! You dog!
sketch is destined to disappear, discredited and discarded straight into the garbage. Oh my god.
What is it now, witness?
It feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. Edgy, today is the day I get to completely stupefy you. What?
What is the meaning of your outburst, witness?
I hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence. Definitive
Evidence?
Iris did indeed come flying over the burning bridge, and I, Laurice Donim, shall prove it.
I didn't expect to ask this again, but shall we be needing your testimony the once that we... Oh.
You want to try that again?
When I realize I fuck up, I just keep saying the words but saying them bad. I don't know why. But we shall be needing your testimony once again. Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as depicted in this sketch. And show us your evidence that this nightmare was actually a reality.
Okay, I hope you're ready, Edgy, because I'm going to feed you a whopping serving of pain. You've been serving us a whopping serving of pain this whole time. Trust me. When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. That led to me finding a beautiful crystal sphere, half buried in the snow. I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After
Francisca tried that
no one
shit.
else could have lost a crystal sphere that night.
Oh, okay, well, we know what to present it on, I guess. A crystal sphere.
This one. Pretty, isn't it?
Larry, that has blood on
Finders
it.
keepers.
Larry, that has blood on it.
That sphere. Where did you find it?
Let me see. Around here somewhere.
Is that supposed to be the sphere?
Looks about right.
That's not the sphere.
And it was half buried in the snow. It had pretty much stopped snowing by then, but there was still some falling as I walked to the bridge.
This court accepts this crystal sphere.
Now, that's mine, okay? I want it back afterward.
There's something on it. Oh my, it's blood!
What? Blood? You ready, Edgy?
You're not gonna acknowledge
By
it?
tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry.
What?
Yeah, I like the sound of that. No one's gonna push me around anymore. Didn't you want to be called Laurice Donim only a few minutes ago? Well, I know what's wrong here.
Yep, at least we know that.
No one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night.
It's the picture. That
It's
doesn't
the
have-
picture?
It's the picture because that has the sphere on it.
Okay.
This doesn't have the sphere on it.
Yeah? Okay, you're right.
I know how
Larry.
they be.
That night, there was someone. Someone who lost a crystal sphere. There was? Who was this stupid idiot? Miss Elise Donim, the mentor to a stupid idiot.
The victim?
Yeah, and it had the fucking thing
I
has
have a
blood on
photo
it.
of her here. And on the end of her staff, you can see a familiar-looking crystal sphere. Hey! That's my photograph! Give it back! Ouch!
A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. I have one just like it on my brooch.
Yeah, just like it.
They look nothing alike.
You got it.
This one's made out of paper. In any case, please take a look at this. This is the victim's staff found at the scene of the crime.
Ah! The crystal sphere! It's gone!
What?
Just what does this mean?
If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night, it certainly was not Iris. After all, she was not wearing her hood. More importantly, The crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either.
That means the one who flew and dropped the sphere was the victim, Miss Elise Donium.
Sorry.
That's okay, it did not hurt.
A fool alongside another fool on a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion. First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. People cannot fly, thus it is rejected.
You can't do that! I saw it with my own 2 eyes!
And this crystal sphere, this is nothing more than a red herring.
You honestly believe that?
Give it some thought, and I'm sure you'll realize it as well.
What do you
Miles
mean?
Edgeworth. It's a red herring put there by the murderer. At least Donim was in her room.
Yeah,
on the night
Iris
of the
threw it
murder.
all the way over to
There was
Heavenly
no
Hall.
reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, this sphere cannot be related to this case. That is all.
That's stupid.
Miss Francisca von Karma. The only people who will accept that explanation are scatterbrains and clowns. Why are you pointing at me? The victim's crystal sphere was found near the bridge on the night of her murder. Yet you expect us to believe this has nothing to do with the case?
That crystal sphere. It was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder.
After the murder?
There is blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there?
Why would she do that?
This naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. The killer placed it there to throw the investigation off the scent, which is the exact same reason he drew that ridiculous sketch.
Are you accusing him of committing
What?
murder or something?
You mean I'm the killer? No, what?
Oh, joking aside.
Okay.
Just when did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge?
Good question, we don't know.
Unless this can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe this is related to the
It has blood on it! Oh my god. Sorry.
She makes a valid point.
Blood on it. It has
There
blood
is
on
no evidence that Elise
It's
Donim left
missing.
Hazakura
It's
Temple
missing
that
and it
night.
has blood on it.
However, if somehow this crystal sphere can be proven to have been dropped before the victim was killed, then this case is going to transform into something else entirely. And I inhaled a little bit of water.
Your response, Mr. Edgeworth. I want your final opinion on the disposition of this crystal sphere. If it is not related to the case, then this witness who you called will have been nothing more than a monumental waste of time.
Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment, Miles Edgeworth.
Can I prove it? Can I prove that the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place? I mean, we have to, right?
I guess. Before the murder took place?
Half covered in snow.
Why would it have blood on it if it was before the murder?
Half covered in snow.
Okay, that's probably important. So,
It had stopped snowing by the time...
yes, okay, that's it. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god.
Can I prove it? That isn't the issue.
Exactly.
To simply prove it, that's the only option.
Exactly.
I'm going to save. I'm not entirely confident.
We have all our health, but
I
alright.
know.
And we're about to get it back because we're about to win.
That's what he'd do.
Yeah.
That's the way Phoenix Wright would do this. Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you. I will prove that this crystal sphere is a vital link to solving this case.
You will do what?
That look in your eyes. You remind me of Phoenix Wright when he is cornered.
That should come as no surprise. Because right now, I am Phoenix Wright. And I am indeed cornered.
I love that. This case is awesome. I order you to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Evidence that proves the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder.
So yeah, there's
Weather report? No,
It
weather
says half
report.
covered in snow. We already know he's showing this image on screen that she's
Okay.
not doesn't have the snow
Sure,
in it.
sure, yeah.
So I'm gonna
Well, that's what. Oh,
this crystal sphere. It was half buried in the snow, correct? That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing, then it would have been game over. The snow would have totally covered it. That's all I needed to hear from you, Larry.
Oh shit.
Your testimony makes one thing quite clear.
What?
When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing,
Ooh.
even if it was ever so slightly.
Oh man.
Snowing. On the other hand, let us look at the scene of the murder. As proven earlier today, there is no snow on the victim's body.
Ah!
Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder.
What?
Order! Order! Order!
On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge. And there, something occurred that caused the staff's crystal sphere to come loose.
What? What could that have been?
This sphere. There is some blood on it, isn't there? Allow me to raise a certain possibility at this junction. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge.
The murder didn't take place in the Hazakura Temple courtyard? Only a fool would suggest such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness.
Just who is the fool? And which part is so foolish, Miss Von Karma?
Have you been paying any attention this whole time, Miles Edgeworth? The sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Hazakura
That's not exactly true, now is it? To put it more precisely, what she saw was, put it a lot more precisely than what you just said, what she saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body.
That's the same thing!
No, it isn't. You said it yourself.
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed.
If that statement is the truth, then Dusky Bridge could very easily be the scene of the murder. The murder weapon was not removed, thus there was no bleeding, except for the little bit that got on that sphere.
You are forgetting one vital thing, Miles Edgeworth. Elise Donim's body was found in Hazakura Temple. On foot, it takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusky Bridge to Hazakura Temple. You mean to suggest someone carried the body all that way?
I've made it this far. The only place to take this is to the end. I just need to prove that my version of the events is also perfectly plausible.
Now that the defense is ready, the court would like to have an explanation. Please show us the method by which the victim's body was carried to Hazakura Temple.
On that snowy night, there is one way that a body could have been moved. The snowmobile.
Ah!
As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon, but it could also have been used to carry a body.
Order! 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 Yeah!
This is completely unacceptable, Miles Edgeworth. You've dug yourself into your own grave.
What do you mean?
The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the one who moved the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin?
You're too late, Franziska von Karma. And in fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. We have shown that this case requires further investigation.
What?
Where was the victim, Elise Donim, really killed? If her body was moved, whatever for? And finally, just what does this image mean?
Do you even need to think about that? Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it. Oops.
This witness certainly sits on one of the lowest possible branches of humanity.
What the fuck does that mean, Edgeworth?
However, he would never utter a lie that could hurt a girl with whom he is enamored. He drew this, so it is something that actually happened. The defense stands firm on this point. Edgy! Thank you!
That settles it then. I cannot give a verdict under these circumstances.
Right. I seem to have fulfilled my part in this. It is just as I thought. Franziska von Karma, you make a wonderful partner.
Excuse me?
There was one reason, and one alone, for me being here. To expose the darkness lurking in this case, and then pass it on to Wright. Really? That's what this was all about? You could have just told me that from the very beginning.
What do you mean?
Then I wouldn't have had Francie whipping me all day.
Miles Edgeworth, I don't care about what you were here to do. This was my chance to finally grind you under my heel.
A shame that your chance seems to have slipped you by. What a shame, Francie!
This is all your fault. Such a terrible witness. You are an affront to all the legal system stands for.
She demands satisfaction. Oh, he's gone. I cannot believe that the witness's testimony relates to an actual event. Oh, where did he go? However, there has to be some sort of answer for the question it raises. Have his words here today been the truth or lies? Next time we gather in this courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed. I am counting on thorough investigations by both the defense and the prosecution.
And with this, the rest is up to you. Right.
Next time on Bridge to the Turnabout, court is now adjourned. To be continued. Today. Well, time
How
for...
long of a break do you want to take?
I don't think I need one too soon. We might want to take... I don't need a long one.
Okay.
I think that we could... If we need another break later, we can do it.
Oh,
I
God.
forgot. Yes, go here.
This is the only clinic we have.
Ah.
What was I gonna say?
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanna take a 10-minute break?
10 minutes is fine with me.
Alright,
Be back in 10 minutes.
we will be back in 10 minutes.